students. I am going to go through and explain how to request classes in Skyward. So we're looking and thinking about next year already, and this document or this video will help you remember or learn how to request classes for the future. So the first thing you want to do is go to the school's homepage. And once you're on the homepage, you want to click on the Skyward symbol right here. It's the circle with the lines through it. So go ahead and click on that. You should all know how to do that by now. And then once you're there, you will log in. So use your, student Skyward Access information to log in. Like I said, you should know how to do this. You use the same thing to check your grades and your schedule already throughout the year. If for some reason you do not know your password, you will want to go ahead and click the Forgot Your Login Password option at the bottom. And you will need access to your email in order to reset your information. But go ahead, click that, follow the prompts to reset your password. If that doesn't work, do see Mr. Argus, and he can help you get into Skyward. All right, once you're in Skyward, you want to click on Schedule on the far left menu bar. So go ahead and click Schedule. And then once you click Schedule, there will be a new option that hasn't been there before that says Course Requests Now Open. So it will say the school year that you're requesting for next year. It would say request courses for that year. So obviously we're past the 2018-2019 school year. So you will use next year's school year, 2021 to 2022, to request, okay? So go ahead and click on this. This is a clickable option. Go ahead and click that. Okay, now this is what your screen will look like. So it will say available courses for next school year. So it will say 21 to 22. And it will have all the options starting with agriculture because that starts with the A, and down. So there's a couple ways to search. You can just use the scroll bar here to scroll down and search, or you can type in at the bottom if you have an idea of a class you've heard of or you've taken. If you want to click search here, you could type a couple letters in and click search and it will bring you to it. Now, once you like a class, you will click on options. So this is a screenshot, so I can't do it, but you will just say it's large animal. You would click just once on the box somewhere, and then it will highlight. Then you will click the button that says Add Course. And as soon as you click that button, it will put it right here on the right side. As soon as a course is on the right side here under the Selected Courses options, that means it's automatically saved and you don't have to do anything else to save it. So if you were just to exit out of it, your Skyward portal, it would automatically be saved when you log back in. All right. So you'll go ahead and search through. You should have a couple under selected courses that are already there for you, most likely core courses, most likely English and social studies or science will be listed depending on your grade level on this. Now, go ahead and fill or search, add under to your selected courses. This is what it will look like when you're nearing finishing. You'll have your whole list of options here. It says total requests scheduled is 12. What you're actually looking for is the total credits right here. Your total credits should be, between 10 to 12. Really select every course that you'd be interested in taking. So on top of the core classes, so you should have, a science, a social studies, a math, and an English. Then you also have music options, and then the rest of the electives to choose from. That should equal at least 10, because if you don't get into some, then it gives a couple backup options. So click as many as if you're interested in taking. Make sure for many courses you shouldn't be retaking them. So make sure that they are ones that you have not taken before. And then make sure you get this in by the deadline. So the deadline this year is February 26th. So getting it in by the end of the day on Friday. So if you're not sure what to request, a couple different options for you. There is a course description catalog that has been linked to the Google Classroom posting, so definitely check that out, which is posted as well to the school's student services website. Another option would be to talk to your teachers, learn about what classes they offer. If there's a specific subject that you're really interested in, I'm sure that teacher would love to talk about, the different classes that they offer in high school. You can check out careers on Zello. So you've been in Zello a couple times already this year. Just log back in. It's easy to get logged in. And once you're in there, find a career, or if there's already a career that you have in mind, and do some back study on, what type of schooling is required to get to that, to be successful in that program. And then from there, find a class, if it's heavy on the sciences or heavy on the math, find some extra classes then that align with that career in that pathway. Another option would be to talk to your parents, guardians, family, friends, anybody, even if it was, somebody at a store that you're like, oh, I wonder how they got into this job. It seems kind of interesting. Talk to them, ask them how they got there, ask them how their experience has been. Would they do something differently? Lots of people like to talk about what they do. So ask questions. And then the other option would be also to come to student services and talk to us. And Mrs. Anderson and myself would love to talk to you about, any future plans or goals that you have, and talk about how to get there. So make sure that you get your request in the system by February 26th. And if you have questions, just ask. Have fun.